Hey, how's it going? It's going okay with me, thanks. So I had a good week. Had a week off from strength training, which was nice. I was able to rest up, recuperate, and I'm ready for another cycle of my routine starting tomorrow. And as always happens when I have a week off from weight training, I have a good drop in weight. Don't get too excited about that. Only about half of that weight is fat. The other half is water. I've been doing this routine long enough. I'm doing the HST now for a year, and as always happens whenever I do my scheduled week off from weight training, is that my muscles just don't they just don't retain as much water as they normally do, and so what happens is I'll get a good drop in weight, and then the following week when I start up again, what will happen is I'll maintain in my weight. But that's all fine, because what that is it's just my muscles retaining water again, but I'm continuing to lose fat. It cancels itself out, and like I said in a previous video, the weight that I lose on my weeks off from strength training are bullshit weight, and then the week after I turn that bullshit into real by maintaining. So anyway, I had to sort of adjust my diet accordingly, because usually my diet's on a pretty regular schedule. The 3 days that I work out a week are pretty much my 3 free-for-all days, where as long as I get my minimum protein of 175 grams, I can basically eat what I want and do. And then the other days, the non-workout days, usually I'm at a 100 carbohydrate grams limit. And then, of course, I still have the protein minimum of 175 grams, and fat is unlimited. And so, when I'm on my week off from strength training, technically all 7 of those days are non-workout days, so technically all 7 of them should be, 100 gram carbohydrate limit. But when I've done that in the past, I've lost way too much weight. So I end up losing a lot of lean body mass. What I did this time was I set a carb limit every day, and I set it at 125. And so that was okay. I lost a fair amount of weight, but not enough that I'm pretty sure I haven't lost any lean mass this week. So I think it's been a successful week. I don't know, what else can I tell you? I am, as of right now, I'm only 0.3 of a pound above. No, I'm 0.2 of a pound above the line between obese and overweight, according to the BMI. Actually, yesterday I was 228.7, so technically yesterday I was overweight, according to the BMI. Now, the BMI doesn't mean anything at all. It's just an arbitrary statistical category that really, those kind of statistical things are only valid in statistics. It's valid when you're looking at whole populations. When you're looking at individuals, your BMI doesn't really tell you anything. It doesn't tell you, if you're not a muscular person, your BMI could say you're in the normal range, but you're actually quite overweight. And then if you're a very muscular person, the BMI could tell you you're overweight and maybe you're perfectly lean. So it's got its limitations. It's got major limitations, and I certainly wouldn't, I certainly don't put a lot of stock in the BMI. It's just exciting to not be, obese anymore, as you can well understand. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm not going to, say goodbye to obesity quite yet. If I, just looking at my scheduled weight targets, I've still got 2 more weeks of obesity to go before it's gone forever. And over this next week and some, where I'll be maintaining, I'll probably be jumping back and forth over, over and under that line many times. But if I after next week, any weight that I lose that will put me into the overweight, I'll be pretty confident that I'll be there for good. Yeah, so that should be it for this week. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next week. Okay? All right, bye.